Next we will discuss about identifier and its rules. Identifier and its rules. We will see what are the identifier and what are the rules of identifier. First we will see what is a identifier. Identifier is a name of basic programming elements. For example, I am having a class. I am having example. Inside my class, I have a main method, public static void main. String array args. Inside this main method, I want to print system.out.println. I just want to print hi. So if you observe this program, if you see this program, to identify this class, how you will identify this class? The name itself is saying identifier is a name of basic programming element. Identifier name itself, we will be knowing that identifier is a, for example, I want to identify this class. How you will identify this class? By using class name. This is a identifier to identify class. And this main method is a identifier. Why main method is identifier? To identify the main method. If you want to identify a method in this, how you will identify? By the name. And the name we have defined identifier definition. Identifier is a name of basic programming element. I want to identify method in this. We have this method. How we will say? Main method. Means by using the name we are identifying this main method. That's why main method is called a identifier. Main name is called identifier. And we have println. Println is also a identifier. To identify println method. Identifier. To identify the method name. Println. Now we will see, for example, if I forget to give my class name, you will get a compile time error called identifier expected. What it means? Because we did not mention a name of class. A name of class we have to mention. Name itself is saying that it is a identifier to identify that class. Without giving a name to that class, how we will identify that class name without using a name? So this is the brief description about identifier. Next we will see what are the rules in defining identifier. Rules in defining identifier. What are the rules in defining identifier? While defining identifier, we must follow some below rules. What are the rules? We will see now. Identifier should only contain first one alpha bits. Next digits. Next special characters. We will see how to use these alphabets, digits, what are the special characters we can use in our identifiers. Identifier should not start with a digit. A digit can be used from second character. I will show you the example. For example, first employee. This is a wrong process. Number one, employee. This is a right process because I'm using digit after my first letter. We cannot use digits as a first character in our class identifier. Correct. Next we will see where to use special characters. Identifier should not contain special characters, comma, only two special characters are allowed. We will see what are these, what are those. underscore or dollar are allowed. We will see an example. For example, I am using percentage symbol 1 employee. This is a wrong process because we are using a percentage special character which we should not use in identifier. Wrong. But how you will use special characters in identifier, class name or any variable name? I will show you. Min underscore balance. This is the right process. This is the correct process of underscore or special characters. And one more thing you have to remember. Identifier should not contain space between words. If we want to provide gap, we must use underscore in between words. That's the reason underscore is called a connector symbol. I will show you the example. Like I have first, I am giving gap first program. This is a wrong identifier. It is a wrong identifier. Now we will see right identifier. FIRST. In between you have to give underscore, then program. This is the right process of doing identifier. Correct. So these are the topics we want to discuss about identifier. And we cannot use one more discussion we have to do. We cannot use keyword as user defined identifier because keywords will be having some special meaning in JVM directly. Whatever the keywords we have, we should not use the keywords as a user defined identifier. I will show you the example. For example, I am writing a class with static keyword. You cannot define a class identifier name as a static keyword because static is a keyword in Java. It is having some special meaning in JVM directly or indirectly. That's the reason you should not use any keyword name in our identifier. We will see what are the keywords available in Java in our next video lecture. Thank you.